Hi, this is Matt from InfoSecSync. We're here on Saturday. Yesterday we did some coverage with Jack Daniel, Mark Bolts, and we're actually here covering the event here in DC. This is our hometown. We're a Baltimore InfoSecSync company, so we're actually here with another company here from the local area. So hello, who are you?
Mike Wager with Zachary Piper Solutions.
Okay, can you explain Zachary Piper Solutions a little bit for us and our viewers?
Sure. So we're a consulting company based out of the DC area, specializing in cybersecurity services. We got started a few years ago, supporting the IC, and now supporting both private and public sector on a variety of different programs in the area.
Awesome, awesome, very good stuff here. Can you Synomics, right? And that's the solution that you guys are having here at your booth today. Can you go into a little bit in depth with that?
Sure. So Giacomo Bergamo, one of our consultants, supported a contract with DARPA called Cyber Genome. The program actually just ended September 30th. A result of the program was a technology called Synomics, really focusing on malware analysis, machine learning, and data visualization. So through some novel algorithm development, basically created a web app that by taking samples of malware, you drop it in, shows you the correlations and relationships visually.
Awesome. So very cool stuff here at B-SidesDC. We're going to be covering the rest of the vendors for the event. So thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate
and
it.
look forward to seeing you throughout the event here.
Thanks a lot.
Matt with InfoSecSync again, and this is day one. We're here in Vendor Row. We're here with General Dynamics, and this is
Andrew Beard
from General Dynamics, and he's going to kind of give us a background on, what solutions they have here today, what they're trying to show off, and also how they feel about B-SidesDC, the overall gist and vibe they're getting. So let's start off first. What solutions are you guys presenting here to our attendees?
So our kind of flagship solution is Fidelis XPS. It's a network visibility system, metadata collection, offers some pretty unique capabilities in terms of being able to see data going in, out of your network, various threats that may be coming in, may be propagating throughout your network. We do a pretty good metadata system where all the data going through will collect that, whether you have an alert on it or not, able to query that and apply intelligence after the fact, being able to see kind of the retrospective view based on what you know now applied to the data that was going across your network previously.
Good deal. So it's great threat intelligence. You're able to kind of get a good idea of what's going on in the network, which is very hard to do nowadays from a net flow standpoint, from a threat intelligence standpoint. So very good stuff. So let's segue off of that. Are you guys excited about B-SidesDC this year?
Absolutely. This is the second year we've been in attendance, second year we've been a sponsor, and a lot of good talks, a lot of good information going through. We're just happy to be here and part of the community.
Good deal. Well, thank you so much for your time, and be sure to check them out. We'll post some things up on the podcast as well as on our site, so you can get to some of the vendors that were here, to their website. And good deal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is day one of B-SidesDC. Very excited to be here, and I am with
Tammy Tort, HP Enterprise Security Products.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about HP Enterprise Security Products, what you guys have to offer, what you're showing here today?
Sure, absolutely. So we're here just to kind of educate our customer base about how HP is more than just, the traditional endpoint printer computer company. We have a whole security products branch that includes Tipping Point for network defense, ArcSight for log collection, correlation, SIM solutions, Atala for encryption and DLP solutions, and Fortify for code analysis, static code analysis, dynamic code analysis, and web vulnerability scanning.
Awesome. Very exciting stuff. Things that you need within an enterprise environment to make sure that you're covered on all angles and that you can provide a security solution. So let's segue off of that. How do you feel about B-Sides this year?
I think this is a great event. I love that it's local in DC. You get to see a lot of my customers come out and meet a lot of new folks, new faces in the industry.
Awesome. Very good to bring it from Las Vegas to DC. We love having it here. And again, we're providing event coverage here on Vendor Row. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And look forward to more here from HP. I'm here with InfoSecSync. We're here covering some of the vendors here at B-SidesDC, and we happen to stumble upon Tenacity Solutions. So, hello, how are you?
Good.
And who are you?
I'm Clyde Turner with Tenacity.
Okay, awesome. So what are some of the solutions that you're providing to the attendees here at B-SidesDC?
So Tenacity specializes in secure mission-enabling solutions. We kind of work along two lines, cybersecurity and then enterprise engineering where our specialty is we look at the problem from both sides. So the mission enabling aspect is that we know how to break these systems, and we know then how to build systems that are resistant to that kind of
So
breach.
a red and a blue team type of methodology,
Right
OCO
on the
and
assessment
DCO.
side, and then on the engineering side is understanding your threat attack vectors, what the adversaries are doing, and kind of engineering solutions to counter that.
Awesome. So this sounds like the recipe for success. So very good stuff here from Tenacity. So what do you think of B-SidesDC this year?
We love it. It's a community thing. We have a number of employees. We have one employee who's one of the organizers. For us, it's an opportunity to be out in the community because this is where the best talent is, the kind of agile, nimble thinkers that we need to go after solutions for these kind of ever-moving problems. And so for us, it's a chance to kind of support the community. And then obviously we'd like to create a brand for ourselves that we're kind of interested in the folks who are in this community and kind of using that knowledge to solve problems.
Awesome. Very good stuff here. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. And look forward here to more coverage of B-SidesDC and seeing you guys here in the future.
Thank you.
Morris with InfoSecSync. This is day one of B-SidesDC. We're here with Mantech. So hello, how are you doing today?
Doing fine, thanks, Matt.
And who are you?
I'm Jim Donnelly. I'm the Executive Director of Talent Acquisition with Mantech's Mission Cyber Intelligence Solutions.
Fantastic. So it's really great you guys are out here this year. So what are some of the solutions, what are some of the things, the milestones that you're aiming to accomplish here at B-SidesDC?
One, looking certainly to get out the Mantech brand within the cyber community. Selfishly being from talent acquisition, looking to see if we can't land some CNO developers.
Definitely the right place for
Yep,
that.
most definitely. Malware analysts, a number of different types of cyber opportunities.
So increasing the solutions that you can provide to the customer, which is very admirable. So this is great. Glad you guys are out here. So how do you feel about B-SidesDC this year? You excited?
I am. I'm excited. Actually, it's my first visit, but already great buzz of activity going on, so I'm looking forward to the weekend.
And it's right in our home turf here, so this is great, right? DMV all day.
That's
Absolutely.
it.
So thank you so much. We're going to close it out here with Mantech, but we are going to be providing more coverage for you. And find us on our podcast, InfoSecSync, and also we'll post some information for Mantech so you can get on their careers webpage and check out some of the solutions they have.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All right.
Matt, again.
Yep, absolutely. Hello, this is Matt from InfoSecSync. We're here. It's day one here at B-SidesDC. We're here at the Marriott. We're actually coming through Vendor Row, bringing some of the things that the vendors have to provide to some of the attendees. And I'm here with
Kim Peterson with Guidance Software.
Guidance Software. And you guys are also representing Encase, or how is
We
that? How's that going
actually,
here?
Encase is our product.
Okay.
So we make Encase and,
Okay.
and all the tools that go with it. So we have an Encase Forensic, Encase Enterprise, Encase eDiscovery, Encase Cybersecurity, and Encase Analytics.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was going to ask. So can you elaborate on some of the other things? So if I'm somebody walking up to your booth, what would you want me to take away from Guidance Software today?
Sure. So today we're promoting our cybersecurity tool and our analytics tool. Okay. And our cybersecurity tool is our automated incident response. Okay. So we're looking at the data on the endpoints and wiping and removing that in a way that doesn't disrupt the operations. Yep.
Perfect. And this is something that we definitely need. So
Actually, sorry, there's one more. So we're also promoting our Encase Analytics, which is Guidance is one of our newest tools, and it's been out for about a year and a half. And what that is it's our proactive tool. It's looking at your endpoint data and normalizing that in sort of a business intelligence way that you can start to identify anomalies that are going on, looking at the endpoints to see if something shouldn't be happening that is there. And use cases for that are insider threat or things like that, malware.
So all throughout the business process with the endpoints, the servers, and the things that we require to do business, looking for anomalies within that, being able to do event correlation, and then bring you to things that aren't a false positive, but something that you can actually investigate so you're not chasing ghosts, which as we know as security professionals, it's a needle in a stack of needles at all times. So great. Well, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it, and be sure to check them out. Hello, this is Matt Morris with InfoSecSync. We're here at day one of B-SidesDC. We're here in Vendor Row. We decided to stop by Pony Express, and who are you?
I'm Doug Gote.
Good deal. Can you elaborate on some of the solutions, some of the things that you're providing, the many cool things? I'd like to play around with some of them here for the attendees of B-SidesDC.
Absolutely. So we provide organizations and practitioners the ability to see the unknown that's going on in remote sites. And our tools do everything from information gathering, giving you the ability to see wireless, Bluetooth, activity within your environment that you normally would not see. Somebody walking in with a rogue device, pop up of evil AP, you'll be able to see that, right? And it's a wide range of different type of form factors where if you're on site, right, doing your remote assessments, you'll be able to use our mobile devices such as our Pwn Pad or Pwn Phone, which is run on the Nexus line, as well as our fixed sensors. So practitioners can, or testers for that matter, can
Deploy those sensors.
Deploy those sensors to those sites instead of traveling there, right? And all you have to do is plug it in, reverse shell into it, and you pretty much have visibility into an environment that normally you would not be able to without using multiple tools.
So in the pen testing, the pen testing engagements, the vulnerability assessment, penetration testing background that I have, typically when we take these devices, the ease of use is that they have GSM already baked in. Correct. So you can go out, plug it into the disparate network, walk out, and it's good. And it's kind of a socially chained thing. So you have social engineering, you may have some phishing involved from the front end. There's multiple things that can happen, and it can all go in your report. Right. So this is great stuff. Yeah. Well, cool. So how do you personally feel about B-SidesDC this year? You excited?
I think it's great. It's our first time being here, and we've met a lot of great people, and we're just happy to talk about Pony Express and learning about why people are here and some of the talks and courses that they're taking. So it's awesome, and we look forward to it next year as well.
Good deal. Well, thank you so much. And with that, we're out, and thank you for doing the interview. Appreciate it. Cool. Hey, this is Matt here. We're day 2 here at B-SidesDC, InfoSecSync, coming in the trenches here and kind of bringing you guys some of the talks. So we are here with a couple of guys from Mandiant.
Yeah, I'm Chuck Willis from Mandiant's Alexandria office.
I'm Evan Pena with Mandiant's LA office.
And you guys just presented on some, basically how attackers can get a foothold into the enterprise environment, some of the key things to take away from that. I'm not going to get into it. I'll let you guys get into that a little bit. Some of the key takeaways that if somebody was coming in off the street and they're saying, how can I secure my enterprise environment, what are some of the key points, which I think you guys alluded to in your talk. So what are some of those things?
One was patching your infrastructure, implementing security in the software development lifecycle for custom applications, reducing the impact of a compromise by implementing security in depth. So, you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, and I mean, one of the main things we talked about in our presentation was that the most common vector we see is phishing attacks. So emails being sent to organizations and individuals within that organization that may have particular access. So being able to know when those things are coming in, being able to detect phishing emails, being able to query through your logs and through people's inboxes to actually know when they're there and pull them out when they are reported. And also user education. I think that user education is important to let people know kind of these are the things that might come in, and this is what you want to do about it.
Absolutely. It's one of those things. I mean, we can't physically patch the user, but we can definitely have some user awareness and training and things like that, some methodologies we can adopt for a layer defense platform. I think the endpoints now are kind of focused on in network devices, right? Your point of presence and everything there in between from a BYOD perspective, MDM, whatever the case is. However, it goes much deeper than that. We have to look at every logical step of the way and patch all of those things accordingly. Great. So you guys also talked about some of the recent vulnerabilities that we've seen and some of the old vulnerabilities that are currently being exploited. Do you have any, I guess, anything to say about that as far as if I'm in an enterprise environment through the SDLC, obviously I have to look at, okay, do we have SQL injection taken care of? Do I have Heartbleed taken care of from an enterprise patching perspective? Do you have any tips on that for our enterprise customers maybe watching the video?
So one thing we did mention was like the Heartbleed attack and the shell shock attack. In our case study within the presentation, we identified this sort of activity through IDS logs and VPN logs and corresponding those two logs together to identify the attacker and the time windows around what the attacker was doing. Yep. So again, really important to have an IDS in place, really important to have signatures in place to identify new attacks such as Heartbleed, for example. And lastly, having the logs in place with the VPN to correspond when those sessions were being hijacked and corresponded to the alerts themselves.
Good deal. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think 2014 has really been a very different year from what years past as far as the Heartbleed and the shell shock kind of vulnerabilities that were kind of directly exploitable from the internet. In the past, we've kind of seen a move away from that and definitely more towards like custom application attacks or attacks on people's web browsers. I also think 2014 has been the year that enterprises have realized that they need to really understand what's out there being exposed to the internet so that they know when there's a vulnerability in it, this is when we need to patch it. Because yeah, a lot of people I don't think realized how many places that they had OpenSSL and Bash deployed until Heartbleed and Shell Shock came out.
Absolutely, and some of the statistics, again, please visit Mandiant for their mTurns report. I use it myself as a security practitioner to kind of have it as a figurative compass to look at what are the hot button topics. Be sure to pull all of those in and say, okay, what's being hit this year, what's hot, and what do I need to take care of? You guys had some pretty good statistics. I won't reiterate what was in the presentation because we'll have that video up there as well. Yeah, great. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you guys next year. Also, how do you feel about B-SidesDC? Are you guys excited?
This is our second year presenting. I think last year was the first year for B-Sides here in DC, so we're trying to make it a trend for us to be here every year. So far, we've hit every one presenting here, so hopefully we continue to get to do that.
Yeah, it's a great conference. Highly recommended to everybody.
Absolutely. Good deal. See you guys later.